Have you ever pondered on how to lead a life devoid of unnecessary worries and how to maintain a calm demeanor amidst life's storms? Let me introduce you to the intriguing world of Stoicism, a philosophy that could be your guiding star in this quest. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in the Hellenistic period of Greece, is as relevant today as it was then. This philosophy was born out of the wisdom of some of the greatest minds of ancient Greece, like Zeno of Citium, who founded the Stoic school of philosophy around the 3rd century BC. Stoicism was not merely a theory to them, but a way of life, a code of conduct, a path to serene living amidst the chaos of the world. So what exactly is Stoicism? In simple terms, it's a philosophy of personal ethics informed by its system of logic and its views on the natural world. It teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. It's a philosophy that champions the belief that virtue is the highest form of good and that it is entirely within our control to be virtuous. But Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or living a life devoid of joy. Quite the contrary, it's about understanding the transient nature of our feelings, the impermanence of all things, and learning to maintain our tranquility regardless of external circumstances. It's about recognizing what's within our control and what's not, and focusing our energy on the former. Stoicism, in its essence, is a tool set for practicing the golden rule in our daily lives. It's about treating others the way we would like to be treated. And it's about recognizing that every external event is beyond our control. Our only control is over ourselves and our responses to these events. In this modern world, where we are constantly bombarded by information and stimuli, Stoicism offers us a framework to navigate through life with tranquility and virtue. It's a philosophy that encourages us to focus on what truly matters, helping us lead a fulfilling and meaningful life. Intrigued? Let's dive deeper into the practical aspects of this philosophy. Now, what does Stoicism really entail and how can it make a difference in your life? Let's delve into the core principles of Stoicism, the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are not just philosophical jargon, but practical tools for a fulfilling life. Let's start with wisdom. Wisdom in Stoicism is not about being the smartest in the room. It's about understanding the world around us, discerning what's within our control and what's not, and acting accordingly. It's about making decisions based on reason rather than impulse. Imagine how different your life could be if you always made decisions based on clear, rational thinking. Next up, courage. Stoic courage isn't just about physical bravery, it's about facing life's challenges head-on with resilience and tenacity. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's unpopular or difficult. Imagine the strength you'd gain by embracing this virtue. The 3rd pillar, justice, speaks to integrity and fairness. Stoics believe in treating all individuals with respect and dignity, regardless of their status. It's about contributing to society and ensuring the welfare of others. If we all lived by this virtue, imagine the unity and harmony we could achieve. Finally, temperance. Temperance is about self-control and moderation. It's about not being a slave to our desires and understanding that excess of anything can be destructive. It's about finding the right balance in life. Imagine the peace and contentment you'd experience if you mastered this virtue. These 4 virtues are a compass, guiding us through the complex maze of life. They help us to navigate our path with grace, resilience, and integrity, leading us towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. Remember to hit the like button if you're finding this intriguing, and don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening content. But how can one adopt Stoicism in their daily routine, you ask? Let's delve into the practical ways to implement Stoic principles in our day-to-day lives. It might sound a bit daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll start realizing its profound impact on your well-being. Let's start with a simple, yet powerful exercise: practicing mindfulness. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget to live in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's happening right now, as it's the only thing we truly have control over. This means savoring the taste of your morning coffee, appreciating the sound of the raindrops on your window, or simply enjoying a conversation with a loved one. Next, we have the principle of accepting what we cannot change. Stoicism urges us to differentiate between what's in our control and what's not. For instance, you can't control the weather, so there's no point in letting a rainy day ruin your mood. However, you can control how you react to it, so why not enjoy the rain instead of complaining about it? Another crucial aspect of Stoicism is viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. Life is full of ups and downs, but every hurdle presents a chance to learn and evolve. Instead of dwelling on the problem, try to find a solution or take it as a lesson for the future. Finally, let's talk about emotional resilience. Stoicism encourages us to understand our emotions instead of suppressing them. It's perfectly okay to feel angry, sad, or anxious. What's important is not letting these emotions control us. Instead, we should observe them, understand their root cause, and then let them pass without affecting our peace of mind. As you see, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but rather about understanding and managing them effectively. By embracing Stoicism, we can lead a more peaceful and fulfilling life, one where we're in control of our actions and reactions, not our fleeting emotions. Ever wondered how some people seem to stay calm in the face of adversity? Stoicism might have the answer. In the tempestuous sea of life, Stoicism is like a sturdy ship, navigating us through the stormy waves of emotional turbulence. It provides us with a philosophical framework to cultivate emotional resilience, allowing us to remain calm, composed, and clear-headed, no matter the circumstances. The Stoics believed that our emotional responses are not triggered by external events, but by our perceptions and interpretations of these events. They taught that we can choose our responses, and in doing so, we can control our emotional state. This is a powerful concept, as it gives us the ability to transform our emotional landscape and, in turn, our lives. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is understanding the difference between things we can control and things we can't. We can't control the weather, the traffic, or other people's behavior, but we can control our responses to these things. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't, we can achieve a state of inner peace and emotional resilience. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction to it. You can choose to be frustrated, or you can choose to remain calm and composed. The Stoics would argue that the latter is the wiser choice. Why waste energy on something you can't control? This Stoic approach can be applied to any situation in life. It helps us to stay calm in the face of adversity, to maintain our composure when things don't go our way, and to remain steadfast and unflappable, no matter what life throws at us. Stoicism isn't about suppressing our emotions, but about understanding them, managing them, and using them as tools for personal growth. It's about developing emotional resilience and achieving a state of tranquility and inner peace. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any thoughts or questions about Stoicism. We love to hear from you. Before we wrap up, let's quickly summarize what we've learned about Stoicism. Stoicism, at its core, is a philosophy that encourages us to live according to nature and reason. It teaches us to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. This acceptance doesn't mean resignation, but rather it's a call to focus our energy and attention on things within our control, while accepting those things beyond our grasp. We've learned that the principles of Stoicism are not just philosophical musings, but practical guides that can be applied in our day-to-day lives. Stoicism teaches us to embrace adversity, to view it not as a hindrance, but a tool for personal growth. It pushes us to step out of our comfort zones, to challenge our perceptions, and to adapt a perspective that promotes tranquility and resilience. The Stoics believed that our emotional responses are shaped by our judgments and perceptions. By taking control of our judgments, we can gain control over our emotions. This emotional resilience is a key benefit of adopting Stoic principles. It empowers us to maintain a calm and composed demeanor in times of joy and sorrow alike. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of virtue and moral excellence. It urges us to be just, courageous, disciplined, and wise in all our interactions. It's not just about personal peace, but also about contributing to the well-being of society. In essence, Stoicism is a path to serenity, resilience, and moral excellence. It's a philosophy that doesn't promise a life free from challenges, but the strength to face them with equanimity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoicism. Remember, the journey to a peaceful mind begins with understanding ourselves. Stay curious and keep exploring.